So, seems like Brexit Britain was right all along, as Germany are now considering to send their migrants to Africa to be processed. And there's absolutely no outrage from the liberal EU Remoaners. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about double standards, hypocrisy and the idiocy of the European Union and member states of the EU. For example, Germany, who on the one hand want to be the boss of the EU, on the other hand, they want their own sovereignty. They want to break the rules, bend the rules, let's just say, when it suits them. Whether it's on financial matters, whether it's on judiciary, whether it's on, again, the budget of the European Union. They kicked off a couple of times when it comes to borrowing money and lending money to the other member states. Now, it's about migration. So, I think they've finally realized that opening your door without vetting people's background is not a good idea. So now, DW are reporting that they're going to be considering to send their migrants to Africa. Now, it's quite fascinating because we've had a number of people coming out to actually support this, and some people in Germany are just being quiet about it. The same people who've been very, very open about the fact that they wanted more migrants, and they said, well, aging population, we have to be careful about the future, we need workers. Yes, there's a difference between legal economic migrants that you actually vet and they are skilled to do some work, and compared to opening your door to people who just claim to be from somewhere else, but they're not, because they completely destroy their documentation, and everybody is suddenly from Afghanistan. Like 10 years ago, everybody was suddenly from Syria. What a coincidence, because it's not true. Now, we have people like Stamp, who was actually the integration minister. They actually have a minister for integration. It's brilliant. From the Free Democratic Party. Now, it's fascinating. He said, well, we want to make more regular migration into the German job market possible. On the one hand, I agree. But we also want to reduce irregular migration significantly. So why did it take you this long to actually realize this? And why did you guys kick off when Britain decided to say, we actually made a treaty, an agreement with Rwanda voluntarily, nobody forced anybody, legally both sides signed it to send migrants there because they also need it. You all kicked off. And somehow Brexit Britain was basically 1930s Germany. Now you're doing exactly the same. Maybe because you realize that is at least a solution. It's not the solution. The main problem is still about the European Union, including what's going on in the UK. Now, we're not really shifting the blame. I'm not really on the side of the Home Office who keeps shifting the blame when it comes to the border situation, especially in Dover and in Kent. But in reality, this problem, even the small boat, goes deeper to the fact that the whole of the European continent, especially the 27 member states, they have free movement and they are not really vetting people. So anybody who could, as long as they get to Greece, for example, they can get to France, and from France they could come here. You're all creating a problem for yourselves and your neighbors, your so-called partners and allies. Well, clearly we're not your allies because you're not really helping us, and you're trying to help yourself. You don't even know how to do that. So absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.